Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays.
What's going on, ASAP fam and Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome to another episode of Red Kingdom on this beautiful Saturday.
Last Saturday of the year, man.
Saturday of the year, yes. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So, yes, last Saturday of 2023. I am your host, Greg, joined as always by my co-host, Cam. Cam, how we feeling today?
Man, like you said, it's a beautiful Saturday, man. Just trying to get things kicked off for 2024, man.
Yes, and hopefully the Chiefs can end the 2023 part of the season off right.
Been a wild year for us, man. It's been a wild year.
It has, and an old foe comes to town. Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow.
Not Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's not. We don't have to worry about him this time. They come into Arrowhead Stadium to play the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow, 3:25 p.m. Central Time kick. We'll get to our buddy Jamar Chase in a little bit, but first,
that guy,
yeah. But first, let's preview the game here, and Bengals coming off a tough loss against Pittsburgh last week.
Boy.
Yeah. Pittsburgh took it to them. That was the first game where Jake Browning looked bad. Could that be because Chase was not there? That's part of it. But really couldn't get anything going against the Steelers. And again, that was the first game where Jake Browning didn't look as good as he did in the previous games.
Shout out Mike Tomlin, man. That was a good coach, well-coached game, man. Like they really took it to him.
Yeah. And so we take that, and then the Kansas City Chiefs have been the past 3-4 games. And now we get these teams where it's a must win for both teams. For different reasons. Cincy, they're trying to stay alive for the last wild card spot. But for the Chiefs, it is you win the AFC West for the 8th straight season. If you don't win, then it gets very, very interesting. There is a way the Chiefs can be at home altogether watching the playoffs, but we're not going to speak that because that's not going to happen.
We don't need that. We don't need that negativity here.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it, so we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't even go explore it.
But just now the past matchups. Dr. Lou is what I call him, the defensive coordinator for the Bengals. He's been good at second half adjustments. And that's how the Bengals have won in these matchups mostly. It's the Chiefs who do well the first half, then second half, Dr. Lou gets in his mad scientist room, and the Chiefs offense can do nothing the second half, and then the Bengals win. Except for that didn't work in the AFC Championship game last year, thank God. So With that, so for the Chiefs to win this game, what are some of the let's start on the offensive side first, Cam. What are name me one or two things the Chiefs need to do on offense to score more than 14 points?
Whew, Greg, this is man. Well, first thing, man, we gotta limit the turnovers, man. Like, I'm sorry. We just can't keep continuing like that. I know Mahomes, I know it's frustrating that your offensive line is trash right now. I get it. But we can't just do these bonehead plays and trying to make something happen. Let's just take what they give us. And I would say use our strengths. I know our wide receiver room is banged up, but I hope Pacheco plays. But if not, I think Clyde will do more than enough for us to get the W. But use our strengths. Use our running backs. If you want to RPO, but we can't keep just trying to take these shots down the field, or even, Mahomes to get into this rhythm to where he's like, man, I gotta make something happen. I gotta make this throw. And then you could just tell he's going through the progression. He's like, hey, I'm gonna throw it anyway. Hopefully they get it. Can't keep doing that this game. The Bengals know us. They're a familiar foe. We gotta limit the turnovers to 0 if possible. And then I would just say use our strengths against us, man. We know our wide receivers are not the best, so we don't have to keep saying that, beating the dead horse. But I'm going to just say use our strengths, man. If we use our strengths, limit the turnovers, we'll come out with the dub.
Limit the turnovers. That's going to be the key to this game. The Chiefs' loss on Christmas Day, it was because of turnovers. That was half of the Raiders' points was turnovers. So not turning the ball over, because this year is different. The Chiefs used to be able to, they turn over the ball a couple of times. It's okay. We're still going to get our 30. This year it's, we turn the ball over. Oh man, we can only score 14 or 17. And you're not going to win games that way when you're barely scoring and then you're giving points to the other team.
Right.
Let your defense be great. Without the turnovers, the Chiefs win that football game because the Raiders only had like 9 points of offense. So you would have won 14-9. It would have been an ugly win. We would have said, man, that was kind of an ugly win. But at least you would feel a little bit better about it because you won. So defense, keep on being the great defense that it is. I feel like this time around, with no Burrow, I feel like Spags is going to blitz more in this game.
That's fair.
You have, yes, they do have Higgins. They do have Tyler Boyd. Jamar Chase, we'll see if he plays or not. But even with Higgins and Boyd, I still feel like our secondary is good enough to cover those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still feel like they're good enough to cover those guys. So I'm not too worried. Spags might not start off the game blitzing. He might do his regular man-to-man and, see how it goes. But in key situations, especially third and longs, he's gonna bring heat.
I will add to that, Greg. A lot of people don't realize when you turn the ball over, your defense has to go back out there potentially. So What happened in the Raiders game, our defense, you turn the ball over in 7 seconds. I just got done playing defense. Now I'm back out on the field again. By the end of the game, I'm gassed. So that's why they was able to take the air out the ball. Boom, it's a good night. Raiders win the game. So I would say if we limit the turnovers and give our defense a chance to be great, because they are, but the offense needs to help, not hurt the defense. If you help it, by even if you going down and we need touchdowns, but not turn the ball over, at least scoring, it helps. You know what I mean? Because the defense is great, but they can only be on the field so much before you can just see like, hey, we gassed.
Oh yeah, they're definitely tired, especially on that last drive. You could tell. The runs that the Raiders weren't getting in the first three quarters, they got it on that last drive because the defense was tired. So we can't have a worn out defense. That's where the offense has to pick up first downs and make sure the defense gets enough rest to where when it's late in the game they can be able to make those stops. So the injury report. Let's go over this real quick.
Yeah, it's real this week.
All right, for Cincy, Jamar Chase is questionable. With the shoulder. I have a feeling he's going to play.
Yeah, I have the same one.
Yeah, he may not start the game, but he's going to be in there, especially after what he said. So yeah, he's going to be in there. I don't think he would have said what he said if he was not going.
You never know with that guy, man.
Yeah, you never know though. Yeah. But we have a special segment for him coming up. Jalen Davis, their corner, he is also questionable. It doesn't say why. Alrighty, so he is questionable.
Pretty private there.
Yeah, right. Players that are out that are not going to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. Donovan Smith again, our left tackle, he is out.
Get better soon, man.
Get better soon. Wanye Morris, you got to do better than last week.
You were struggling.
Yeah, got to do better than last week. Because you was, Max Crosby is already good, but you was making him look real.
Oh, he looked like he's a Hall of Famer, but golly.
Yeah. I was like, dang, Max Crosby get a lot of pressures today. Number 64, Wanye Morris, you have to be on it, especially because this Cincinnati group, especially Trey Hendrickson, he will bring it.
Yes.
91 for Cincy. We don't want Hendrickson on Pat all day. So bring your A game, Wanye, because it is needed. Kadarius Toney, he is out again with the hip. He was not there last week, and the Chiefs still lost. So it's not a good or bad deal. We want Toney to play. It's not that we don't. And maybe he could have helped out last week if he was there, but he's not going to be playing tomorrow either. Still dealing with that hip. More than likely, we won't see Toney again until it's playoff time. Clyde is questionable. He's been dealing with the illness. Hopefully, he can play somewhat.
Yeah.
He may not be the starter. I know P. Ryan and our fourth string guy, they've been getting a lot of reps during practice this week, so it might be them for most of the game. P. Ryan looked good in preseason, I will say. So if it is,
I'm just reserve my thoughts because I don't.
if it is P. Ryan, I feel like he can. I feel like he can do some stuff.
Just don't don't fumble the ball. That's all I'm asking. Like, just don't fumble the ball, please.
Please don't fumble the ball.
That's all.
So we'll see if Clyde can play. Snead is questionable as well.
That's the one I'm worried about.
With the calf. Here's the thing with calves where you have to be careful at. And the Bengals dealt with the same thing with Burrow this year. With calves, if it gets strained enough, you can pop your Achilles easily.
Didn't know that. Look, hey, this is what we do, Greg. You out here getting out real info. I'm gonna be quiet. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
Yes, because usually the calf, that's a indication that, hey, if we keep on pushing it, the wrong thing might happen. So the Chiefs are, of course, they're going to be cautious. I would expect, because of how big this game is, that Snead is going to play. It may not be every down, however. It just depends on how the calf is feeling. If he's feeling good, warm-ups, Snead is feeling good, they'll go ahead and let it ride. But if he comes out there and it's like, I don't really feel
just
right.
give him the juice, Greg.
Give him the same CBD cream that Pat had during the playoffs. Yeah, because it works, obviously.
He gonna feel it after that game, though.
Yeah.
Your New Year's gonna be spin the bed, though, but he gonna play. He gonna play.
But hopefully Snead is able to play. I feel like he will be able to. And they'll just rotate as far as how many snaps he plays. So that is the injury report. And now we get to our special segment. So Jamar Chase had a lot to say this week. And it started really during the summer, but we're going to work our way back. So in an interview this week, he was asked about the Chiefs defense. They basically asked, well, how good is the Chiefs defense? And he said, quote, "They know I'm good. They know how to play us." Talking about the Bengals. That's what it is. But it's not like they got a superstar on their defense. That was one part of the quote. Then he goes on to say, as far as the matchup, the trash talk, he says, quote, "They talk the most ish." Talking about us. Then as far as then they said, well, don't you know that kind of fire them up, and everything. And he said, quote, "I'm just adding fire to the fuel. They're going to take this, run with it. Hope they put it in their locker." So, a lot to say. Sis, what's good? What's going on, Tam?
Yeah, hey.
Bro, yes.
Definitely is bro.
Jamar is
Herschel Walker vibes.
Yeah. So.
Based off how he's talking, it just reminds me of Herschel Walker. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. So now let's get into so let's go all the way back, shall we? So I'm gonna get this ready for y'all. So back in May, when he was asked, well, because the conversation was at that time, Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league, who's, better than him, and da-da-da. So when he was asked, well, what you think about Patrick Mahomes, he's now, the best quarterback in the league. He has 2 Super Bowls now. His answer was Pat who?
This fella.
like he didn't know him. So it was like, okay. So we had to remind him. We said, well, is this Patrick Mahomes that has 2 rings? You see, he has 1 and 2 there. And you don't have none.
0.
0, right? So, and it's this Patrick Mahomes that has the trophy and he has the championship belt that beat your team to get the trophy and the championship belt.
Come on, Chase. You know that. Don't do that.
So then, not only that, but the year when you did beat us and you were there to possibly get a trophy and a championship belt, you got nothing. There's still nothing in the trophy case.
I'm gonna look very empty.
It's empty. There's nothing. The only things the Bengals have in their trophy case that is not Super Bowls have a 1988 AFC Championship trophy and a 2021 AFC Championship trophy. That is it.
I went around for the first one, so
They did nothing from like 91 all the way until 2021. So that 20-year gap right there. But still empty Super Bowl trophy case. Nothing. So we have that, and then you always have the Bengals fan that'll say, hey, of course Joe Burrow is better. He's beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times. How is he not better? This is y'all. This is y'all. Y'all, we beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times in 2022. We are Iron Man. We're Iron Man. We have 3 Lombardi trophies. Chiefs are Iron Man. We're not worried about you beating us 3 times in the season and all of that. We got 3 Lombardis to y'all 0.
somebody tag Jamar Chase in this, please. Please.
3 Lombardi trophies to y'all 0. We are Iron Man. Y'all want to be Iron Man, but you can't because we have the best quarterback, so that's why y'all can't be Iron Man. But so when y'all get a Super Bowl trophy, then y'all can talk.
If you get it.
If. Because y'all gonna have to let some people go next year, so it ain't gonna happen for a while. So, but that T. Higgins might be coming here next year. He might be coming here.
Hey, if the grass is greener over here, T. Come on, man.
T, come on, man. You'll
got
get
a real
some
quarterback and all of that, man.
Yeah, you get some trophies. You get some trophies over here.
Commercials, man. Hey, the life is good over here, man. I'm telling you.
Life is good. Definitely. But that is y'all. Y'all are this guy.
I like how you said this guy.
I forget his name. I'm so sorry. Somebody in the comments tell me what the guy's name is that has
kind of like the Bengals. You forget. Oh yeah, the Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody let me know. But we are Iron Man.
We know who Iron Man is. I'm not familiar with Marvel suit. I don't know who that is. I wish I knew who it was, but I don't. So we Iron Man.
We Iron Man. So we got 3 of them guys. So when y'all get that, then y'all can talk. And it is officially personal now. Now that was said. Yeah, facts is facts. 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 We Iron Man out here. But I just found that interesting because Jamar Chase always has the most to say, but zero rings to show for it.
No jury.
Nothing. Nothing at all. So y'all can have that. You have y'all regular season trophies. That's good. We
You
worry about
fighting for your playoff life though. Like it ain't like y'all you're the playoffs. Like you're fighting currently for a playoff spot. Like what are you talking about? Like you need less talking and more preparation.
and it was gonna be like this for them whether Joe Burrow got injured or not, just because of how they started off the season. So, and if they would have did the right thing in the beginning of the season and sat Joe Burrow for 3-4 weeks instead of letting him play, maybe they wouldn't be in this situation right now.
You know, that's up to their organization to figure out.
Yeah, and the Bengals organization is dumb. So that's why they don't ever win it. So yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to Jamar Chase and remember all the things he said from the summertime all the way to now.
He don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't, but still. We have two, you have none, so there it goes. So the AFC playoff. Oh, what's up, Damien? They should have brought back Andy Dalton. Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
He couldn't be no worse than Jake Brown. Look, Jake Brown was doing good. Now I ain't gonna lie, he was out there doing it.
It's funny though when everybody's losing or they like you should have brought back or had such and such. We do it too as Chiefs fans. Like, hey, we would have had da-da-da. We would have. Nah, man. If they was that good, they would have stayed here, man.
They would have stayed. Exactly.
So nah, they good. For the most part, it's one-off situations, but yeah. Andy Dalton, he's a good backup, solid backup.
Yeah, he's solid. Yeah, he's solid backup. But that was funny though. All right, so to simplify it, this is the AFC West standings. The Chiefs are still at 1-9-6. They clinched the AFC West with a win on Sunday or a Raiders loss. So the Raiders lose to the Colts. The Chiefs clinched the AFC West without even having to do nothing on Sunday. If the Raiders win earlier in the day, then the Chiefs do need to handle business against the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Say. Remember we were laughing?
Yeah, we were.
A couple months ago, like, man, we running away with the division. Man, we.
Now we gotta hope they lose game.
Hey, don't celebrate too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We could cue it up. A couple of months ago, we're like, yeah, we running away. Man, we have to make sure somebody else lose. Oh, man. This season is wild, man. This season is wild.
It is. It is. I've never been a part of this season this is the most up and down season since Patrick has been the quarterback.
Yeah, I give you that.
Certainly. And
either we were consistently bad or we was consistently good. It wasn't like we're gonna start off good, then we're gonna just have this real bad decline, and that like it's
yeah. Yeah, it's been very up and down-ish this season. So but we are still hanging on.
Hey, but Greg, like I gotta say this though. I kind of like what's happening with the Chiefs because it's gonna show Patrick his greatness. Are you gonna rise to the occasion, or are you gonna make excuses? We wasn't at home during the playoffs, so that's why I couldn't make it to the Super Bowl. So this might help Pat's legacy a lot more. If we can get to the playoffs, start winning, and get to the Super Bowl, what else could you say about Patrick Mahomes? You have to give him his flowers. If he has no receivers at all, nobody's catching the ball, he still makes it to the Super Bowl, that would be crazy.
Oh yeah, if he wins just one playoff game with the wide receivers we have, Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT.
That debate should be done. Hey, get this man his flowers, man.
He's the GOAT because when Tom had nobody to throw to in 2019, the Patriots was one and done. It was up out of there. So if Patrick can win at least one playoff game with this group,
we're not even gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers and how he had he had Devontae Adams. So we're not even gonna just don't mention Aaron Rodgers to me at all either.
That's sad. He couldn't win a Super Bowl with Devontae Adams.
When people give me the Aaron Rodgers comparison, I'm like, no, he's not Aaron Rodgers. He's better than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, he's better than Aaron Rodgers.
Better leader for sure.
Better leader. Yeah. He doesn't go. He's not about. Pat has never been about himself. Where I always felt like Aaron Rodgers was always about himself.
Yeah. Hey, you're not catching it. Hey, I'm like, wow, you probably shouldn't do that to his confidence. But
right.
Hey, it's the difference between Pat and Rodgers, man. Just had to note that out.
Yes. And Broncos still kind of sort of have a chance.
They took away their chance, man, when they bench Wilson, man.
Yeah, that is a lot going on there.
Yeah. No more riding, man.
No more riding. So him and Sierra will have a new address next year.
It might be in Pittsburgh, man. That's what I would. That's where I would go if I was Wilson.
It might. But that his time in Denver is done now. They play the Chargers tomorrow. So we'll see how that game shakes out for them. I would not be surprised if the Broncos lost to the Chargers because they benched Russell Wilson for no reason. And it was funny to me when the whole story came out. They were like, and Russ was like, yeah, they came up to me after we had beat the Chiefs and they had asked me to basically take a pay cut. My response would have been, even though I didn't do anything, it was the defense. But I was a part of helping you beat a team you haven't beat in darn near almost a decade.
Since Peyton Manning was here.
Yeah, since Peyton Manning.
Not long that bit.
So my reward for helping y'all beat a team y'all couldn't beat for like 7-8 years is you want me to take a pay cut. Okay.
That's too much conversation in that. I'm not saying anything. No, I'm not.
No, there's nothing to talk about.
No, I'm not taking a pay cut. I'm still. Don't get me wrong, man. He's still a Super Bowl winner quarterback. Now, is he playing at that level? No, but he's worth more than just the disrespect that he's taking from Sean Payton. I commend Russell Wilson for taking the professional route because if another man is yelling at me hysterically like that, I don't think that I can keep the same temperament as Russell Wilson. Just being honest, and it's like for nothing. Like, what are you? I'm playing way better than last year. We've been on a winning streak. What are you so mad about? Just my opinion, man.
Those are the classic. And not to get too far off, but I do want to point out that Sean Payne is from that school of he was under Parcells for all those years.
Okay.
Remember the how Bill Parcells and Keyshawn would kind of get into it back in the day. So he's from that. So he's used
Different
to
league.
that kind of coaching. So he's
Different
used
league.
to seeing that. Yeah, but it's different. Exactly.
Yeah, all right. He picked the right person. That's all.
He picked the right
person to do that. That's all I'm gonna say. He picked the right person to yell at like that on TV.
Oh, he did. But Champagne might be out too after next season. But let's go ahead and look at the AFC playoff standings here real quick. All right, Baltimore is still at 1 at 12-3. They host the Miami Dolphins tomorrow. Dolphins win. They move up to 1, and it gets all weird. So a lot can still happen here. The Chiefs are at 3 at 9-6. The only way they fall to a 4 is Jacksonville wins their last 2 games and the Chiefs lose their last 2 games. That's the only way you get down to a 4. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Jacksonville is 8-7 at 4. They're having issues. Trevor Lawrence is not going to play for them tomorrow. So they can fall out of this altogether when we see you guys again on Tuesday. But the only way they can fall out is if other people win, and they're not. So let me see who they play. All right, Jacksonville plays Carolina on Sunday. A game they should win.
I can't.
Even without Trevor Lawrence. If they don't win that without Trevor, you might as well say, man, it's been a good season. Just say that.
I can't talk about nobody because I wish I had more to say, but the must wins, man. Like, you think that, and then boom.
Yep.
Carolina has a great game, and they lose. I'll be like, woo.
Oh yeah.
So.
Browns, they keep trucking. They are now 11-5, holding on to that 5 spot. The Bills are 6 at 9-6. They play Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots on Sunday. And the Colts play the Raiders on Sunday. They are hanging on to that last spot at 8.
Colts, you owe us. Will y'all beat us last year with Matt Ryan? Hey, you owe us this, man.
You owe us. Yeah.
Woo, lost to Matt Ryan, boy. That's terrible.
Oh, that was. Well, we had to do the show that week. It was so embarrassing. I was like this.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I was at a loss for words on that Tuesday. I said,
it ain't even that it was the coach. It was Matt Ryan was the quarterback. It looked bad, man, for us.
Yeah.
So, he's not there if you didn't know this.
Oh man. Damn, you got some funny comments in there. Yeah, John Elway's not a good GM. We know that. And then Russ has been a diva ever since he got with you. I will say he cares less about football now that he's married.
I give you that. He still has a certain level and professionalism that he upholds. So I can't even say that, but his focus has shifted from all about football to, more family or securing his, considering his legacy. I get it, but
But we love the drama in Denver, so y'all keep on.
Yeah. And who's next, man? Because it's not Wilson. So who's gonna ride?
Who's gonna ride?
I love it.
Now they don't have a quarterback. There it is.
Maybe no tears for me.
Yeah, maybe all right. Sorry about that, everybody. My laptop battery had died on me. I'm sorry. But we are back now. But yes, a lot going on in Denver. They have issues. Chiefs have issues. The only team that doesn't have issues is the Raiders for some weird reason. So it's been that kind of season.
Been that type of season, man.
Antonio Pierce should get that job, though.
I agree. And he earned it on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's why I've been like, yep. I'm like, yep, we'll sign him. Yep, that's the coach. You beat the Chiefs, even though we wounded. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
You the coach. Who else going to come in and do a better job? Honestly, I don't see a coach out there that could do, and he fits that culture. You know what I mean? It ain't just that he's doing a good. He fits it. Like they're playing for him. Like, yeah, I play them two times a year to get better.
Yeah. Yeah. They have played well since he's been running the show there, and I don't think they're going to get nobody else better unless Mike Tomlin gets fired. That's the only other person that you can be like, oh yeah, well, let's go get him. Other than that,
but I wouldn't even say like style. I would think Pierce fits that style of what they're trying to do.
Yes.
Mike Tomlin can come and do a good job, but I think the morale will be different just because they're two different people. So, yeah.
Yeah, true. That's true on that. Yeah. But knowing the Raiders, they'll find a way to mess it up.
They're fine,
yeah. We're gonna go with somebody you've never heard of.
It's like you want to come back as the assistant? No. No.
I'm coming back to assist.
No, like nah, man. So yeah, I hope they don't do that to him, man. He been doing a great job. Even though I don't like the Raiders,
Yeah,
that was a well coached game against us. I had to give it up.
yeah. And even if he doesn't get the Raider job, he can go somewhere else. And
Fire Sean Payton and bring in Pierce.
right.
Fire Sean Payton, man.
Yeah. We love Sean Payton though. He's gonna be our new Brandon Staley.
Hey,
our new Brandon Staley, right?
You better hope the next quarterback they get a rookie, because you get another veterinary yelling at him like that. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Imagine him. Hey, imagine him with I'm gonna say with a Lamar Jackson.
Oh wow.
Knowing Lamar, he's cool temperament, but
he's cool. Yeah.
You pissed Lamar Jackson off enough. Okay.
They would have had at least one blow up. At least one.
Yeah.
They would have one. Yeah.
Can't talk to everybody like that, man.
And I've seen some classic throwdowns of coaches and players. I remember, of course, Keyshawn and Parcells, but then Keyshawn and John Gruden before.
Oh man!
Where John Gruden was pretending like he didn't know what he was saying. He was just like,
"That's probably best."
Like I don't hear you.
That's probably best.
I remember Terrell Owens going off on his offensive coordinator before. It's been some good ones. Todd Haley versus Matt Castle.
It was so many FUs, bro, back and forth.
That was probably the best of the bunch.
Hey, because Todd Haley turned around like, what? Like, what you say? You do know y'all both playing. Hey, you're coaching and he's playing in an NFL game. Why are you cussing each other out, bro? Like, it was bad. They was both getting booed that year. It was they both moved. They were not going to be here at the end of the season. It was bad.
It was hilarious because Todd Haley was just like, "Hey, come here, dog." And then he started going off. And then Matt Castle was like, "Man, I'm Matt Castle. I make $63 million.
I played on the Patriots."
I've won games before.
Oh, dog. Oh, man. Todd Haley at the end of the year said, "We just weren't prepared." They fired him today.
We wasn't prepared.
Wasn't prepared. That's your whole job as a coach. What do you mean he wasn't prepared? You know he wasn't prepared.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. You gotta love Todd Haley, man. His honesty was unmatched. We just weren't prepared today. Hey, upper management say, "Yeah, man, fire him."
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, fire him.
Yeah, put a plug, man. I'm done. That's wild, dog.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure Clark Hunt had called Todd Haley later on that day after the press conference, like, "Oh, y'all was prepared. You can go ahead today your last day."
Yeah, you done. I'm prepared to fire you though.
Right. Yeah.
You're unprepared. I'm prepared to fire you. Like, that's wild. Are you gonna say that on TV? We wasn't prepared today. I said, yeah, he's fired. I said he's fired. That's like Coach Death to ever say that about anything. Not prepared. Yeah.
One of the worst coaches in Chiefs history, Todd.
Woo! He's up there.
Yes. We never want to go back to those days. Just
please don't. I got enough PTSD from those days, man. I don't need no more blackout games. I don't need no more booze. Like, I don't just. Nah, man. I'm good.
Oh boy. Thank God times have changed.
Oh, man.
We thank everybody for tuning in and watching. And oh, before we sign out, we'll give our shout out to our sponsors. Um, let's do our Chiefs win if, and then our score prediction. So, Cam, Chiefs win if.
If we limit the turnover drastically, we cannot turn the ball over, guys. That is a major key to our downfall. No turnovers. Use our strengths use our strengths to the best of our abilities. What I mean by that, if it's just a check down, make the check down play. If we need to run the ball, run the ball. Let's not try to make things happen. Let's just take what they're giving us and capitalize off of it. My score prediction, since we can't get past 20 all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on there. But I'm gonna say this game, I'm gonna say 21-17. Chiefs.
17.
21-17.
All right. Chiefs are going to score 3 touchdowns. Yes. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Patrick Mahomes is just 25 yards away from throwing for 4,000 with the worst receiving core in football. Just throwing that out there.
It is the worst. Let's go, Pat.
Yeah. Chiefs win if, just like you said, Cam, don't turn over the football. Offensive line, I'm speaking more as far as the tackles. Keep Pat clean.
One more time, Greg.
Keep Pat clean. Don't let nobody, because that was not a good day last week. So Wanye Morris and Juwan Taylor, keep Patrick Mahomes clean. He doesn't need to be running around, all of that stuff. Let's keep the pocket clean. So
maybe he didn't get a cart. Maybe did he only get his starting offensive line, those golf carts? Because maybe Morris didn't get one. Maybe that's why he didn't block last week.
I think no. He did. He got one.
I will take it back. If he don't block you this game, if he got one, repossess it, please.
Yeah.
And block for that man. He's worth half a bill, man. Go ahead and protect that man.
Protect him, yes. So no turnovers. Tackles, keep Pat clean. If those two things happen, I think the Chiefs will be fine. On defense, I know the defense is going to play good. I'm gonna say, because I think the defense is gonna be fired up after what Chase said. So 20-13. 20-13, yeah. I was gonna say 10, then I said, well, I'll give him another field goal. So, so 20.
Being generous, huh?
Yeah, being generous. Oh, Damien, yes. Okay. You did make a good point right here. So Sean Penn has the outburst. It doesn't get much media coverage, but when the enemy did it, everybody was on him. Like Roger, yes. We know one of the reasons why that is. That
I definitely know a reason.
Yeah, we don't need to.
We don't have enough time to dig.
Yeah, we don't have enough.
I can tell you why, but
I wish you would have commented this earlier. Then we would have got a little bit deeper into it. But
we definitely would have got into
it. But that's just part of. I mean, we know one of the reasons why, but also. The Chiefs as a team, they're under the microscope and the spotlight more because of all the winning, the past 5 years. So For example, last season when Bieniemy and Pat kind of went back and forth at the end of the first half of the Colts game. Everybody's seen it because, well, that was the because it was Jim Nantz and Tony Romo on that game, so most of the country saw that. And then what happened the year prior with them getting into it at halftime of the AFC Championship game, we didn't know about that until like a couple months later.
Right.
And so when you're on a high-profile team, you're winning, those things get kind of magnified. Whereas with Sean Payton, he has won before. He won a Super Bowl with the Saints, but the Broncos are not in that light as of right now. So it's not going to get the same coverage. Now, if they were 13-2 or something and all of this is going on, then it would be more, it will be a little bit more coverage, I think, because they would have been one of the top teams. But since that's not the case, it'll get some coverage because it's Russ, and Russ is still considered a top 10 quarterback. But we know one of the reasons why that is.
I like how you put that in the boat, Greg. I'm glad you answered it because I would have
Yeah, we didn't, if it was earlier, we could have did that.
Hey, hey, you wrapped it up a nice professional bow right there, man.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate it.
So now we have to figure out next season where Sierra's gonna be doing her TikToks from and all that.
Won't be in Denver.
Well, I won't be there.
Oh, I wanted to point this out though, Greg.
Yes.
I know MVS is dead as far as production, but he's had one of his better games against the Bengals. I looked this up today. So maybe this will be a thing where he can like resurrect and come back instead of just getting cardio. He's the highest paid cardio runner I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe this would be a game for MVS to be able to earn a job next year. He's done here, but I think he can play enough to somebody can come pick him up. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out, man. MVS, he plays good against the Bengals.
Yes, he does, and he was a big reason why the Chiefs beat the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. He came up big in that game. So hopefully the same thing will happen here. And when it's playoff time, we see playoff MVS.
Yeah, he the Frank Clark of our offense, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing when it's playoff time. If he can
you see Frank during the playoffs, you like,
oh yeah,
Hall of Famer, regular season. I'm just out here. I'm just surviving.
It was crazy how good Frank Clark was during the playoff. I'm like, man, we needed this during the season. Where was this all season?
He said, I was preserving.
I said, good. That is, I am fine with that. If you're gonna play like this, oh, okay, yeah.
You gotta get to the playoffs, though, Greg. You gotta get there, bro. You can't just. Oh no!
I was like, hey, that's good. Like, guess out, and then you have players that are the opposite. They're really good in the regular season, don't do nothing when it's playoff time. So.
Hey, talk it, because that you sure do. You be like, what happened?
What happened?
Where are you at?
Where are you at, man? So, hey, I have no problems.
Man, I know you sound like you talking about Aaron Rodgers. I'm just being honest.
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar, hey,
We'll have to see them in the playoffs.
The whole Titans organization, it's all good.
Oh yeah, especially them. Ryan Tannehill. So those are our score predictions for tomorrow. Now let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Start your day with love.
That is love is key, guys. We are in the thick of the holiday season. It's about to be 2024 already. Can't believe it. Yes. 2023 has come and it's about to be gone. But we are still here for your catering needs. So what I need you guys to do is go to our website, loveiskeykc.com, for all your catering inquiries. Please don't be afraid to hit up that site. We have everything that you will be looking for your catering needs. We do corporate catering. We do it all. Also, don't forget to call our number, 816-556-6912. We are answering that as well. And don't forget, guys, Love is Key is here for you. Don't forget to start your day without love.
There it is. The number there on your screen. And also for your catering needs, go to loveiskeykc.com. And also let us shout out Food Factory KC. Making some lovely food over the past couple weeks. Boy, that roster pasta be getting me, man. I love that. So make sure y'all like their page. That's their Instagram handle there on the screen, _Food Factory KC. Make sure you follow them for their daily specials. And they will be doing the food truck pop-ups on the weekend. So make sure y'all stay tuned so y'all know where it's going to be at. And during the week, you see something you like or specials, shoot them a message, what you want, how much of it you want. They'll get it ready for you. It's fresh, none of that heat lamp stuff. So make sure y'all give Food Factory KC a try. You won't be disappointed. And we thank both Food Factory KC and Love is Key for being sponsors of Red King.
Yep.
All right. So a must win for the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow. We want to have a victory Tuesday.
Man.
We don't want to have no more, let's be honest, Tuesdays for the
Tired of them, man. Tired of them.
Got a lot of them.
Tired of them, man.
We've had 6, let's be honest, and those are not fun at all. They're not. So we want to do the victory Tuesday. So we know the game is going to be good. Jim Nance and Tony Romo will be the commentators for the game on CBS. Maybe Tony Romo will slip up and say, "Hey, there's Travis Kelce's wife again for the 3rd time," and so you never know. I'm sure there was a bet out there somewhere. Is Tony Romo going to say that Taylor Swift is Travis Kelce?
They might even make it a parlay, man.
Yeah, they might make it a parlay.
Never know, man. What is Tony Romo going to say today? Like, can't bet on everything.
People be making money off that. Boy.
Hey, man,
he said it. That's $1,000 for me. Like, it's crazy. But we thank everybody for watching, for commenting. And we hope everybody has a happy new year. Be safe.
Yes.
You know, whatever you do tomorrow. And we will see you guys on Tuesday, the first Tuesday in 2024.
First one, man.
Yeah, the first one in 2024. And hopefully it is a victory. We're talking about a victory. If it's not, we're going to be mad. So, especially after what was said this week. Manhood get challenged like that, you better win.
Better win, man. That's the only thing you could do.
It's the only thing. So, for my co-host Cam, I am your host Greg. Have a happy and safe new year, and we will see y'all on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, everybody be safe. Enjoy.
Safe. Go Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Whole sports, all plays. Yeah. Whole sports, all plays. Whole sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. Sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces.